After Jaredin was done with the extraction, he returned the ring to Ronan. Our boy inspected the ring to see if anything was wrong with it. Ronan was surprised to see that the mana in the ring was still the same. He asked the instructor if he actually did anything with the ring. Jaredin reminded Ronan that he only took a small amount of mana from the ring. He told our boy that the ring has an enormous amount of mana, so it will not make any difference if someone takes a little out of it. The instructor thanked Ronan for giving him the ring. He explained to our boy that the mana he got from the ring will greatly help him in his next experiment. Our boy put the ring away. With a smile on his face, Ronan told the instructor that he is also grateful to him. He explained to Jaredin that he would have never seen any improvements without his help. Jaredin knew that Ronan and Adeshan must have already figured out his situation after seeing his basement. The instructor bowed his head and begged the students to keep the basement a secret. Ronan asked the instructor not to worry. He told Jaredin that he has no interest in getting involved in other people's problems. Jaredin thanked Ronan for cooperating with him. The instructor looked at Adeshan and told her that they need to set another time for him to assess her issue. Adeshan was surprised to hear this. Although Adeshan's issue was not as complicated as Ronan's, Jaredin could still sense a strange power from our girl. The instructor could see a dark energy around Adeshan's body. After leaving the tower, Adeshan and Ronan went their separate ways. As Adeshan walked away, our boy let out a huge sigh. He was relieved that he was able to steal the letter away. Our boy took out the letter to see what was inside. Ronan wanted to check if the letter connects Jaredin to the Church of Nebula Clagier. He wanted to see if Jaredin was in cahoots with the church. Our boy was willing to end his instructor if he found the wrong things in the letter. When Ronan opened the letter, he saw some blood on it. Our boy did not understand what was going on. He immediately realized that the blood might be a hidden letter that is only activated by magic. Our boy did not like this problem at all. He decided to take the blood to a cell. Before Ronan could take a step, the blood came out of the paper and began to float in the air. Our boy was shocked to see this. He did not understand what was going on. While it was in the air, the blood scattered and widened. Our boy was surprised to see this, while Ronan was staring at the blood. Someone tells him that the letter was written with vampire magic. When Ronan turned around to see who was talking, he saw a girl wearing a hood. The girl had Sita on her shoulder. The girl told our boy that she came to the area the moment she sensed the blood magic. The girl never expected to see Ronan in the area. Ronan was shocked to see the girl's face. He never expected to see Opilia. With a smile on her face, Opilia greeted our boy. The scene shifts and we are taken to the clubhouse. Inside the clubhouse, we see Ronan and Opilia sitting together. Our boy told his senior that she surprised him. Ronan remembered that Opilia asked him to lend her Sita for research. After lending Sita to her, our boy did not see Sita and Opilia again. Ronan did not bother to look for the vampire because he assumed that she was busy. Ronan asked the girl if her research is going well. While tickling Sita, Opilia thanked Ronan for lending her Sita. She told our boy that she has made a lot of progress. As a compensation for helping her, Opilia taught Sita some blood magic. The girl revealed to Ronan that Sita is more talented than she expected. She assured Ronan that he will be surprised when he sees Sita use the magic later. Opilia decided to focus on her main reason for seeing Ronan. She asked our boy to tell her how he has a blood letter. Ronan did not understand what Opilia was saying. He quickly realized that Opilia was referring to the letter. Blood letter is one of the most basic blood magic. It can compress a large amount of information in one drop of blood. Vampires use it when they want to talk discreetly. Opilia poured some mana into the blood. The moment she did this, the blood began to float. It displayed some words. According to the letter, someone told Jaredin that he has to visit a particular location if he wants fresh blood essence. The letter was written to Jaredin by Blood's Hook. Ronan was shocked to see the content of the letter. He remembered that fresh blood essence was the ingredient written in Jaredin's journal. Our boy remembered that Jaredin said that he needs the fresh blood essence for his next experiment. Ronan was relieved to see that the group which Jaredin was in contact with was not Nebula Clagier. Our boy became curious about the identity of the Blood's Hook. Opilia was surprised to see that Blood's Hook sent the letter. Ronan asked her if she knows the organization. Opilia revealed to our boy that the Blood's Hook is a new organization that is made up of young vampires who are less than 200 years old. The vampires in the organization go around killing people in all sorts of cruel ways. They do this in order to revive the glory days of vampires. Opilia referred to the vampires of the organization as a bunch of immature children. The girl found it strange that the Blood's Hook would have the fresh blood essence, which is a very rare item for vampires to have. Opilia asked our boy to tell her the original receiver of the letter. Ronan was hesitant to do this. He did not want to reveal Jaredon's identity. Upon seeing that Ronan was hesitant, Opilia revealed to him that the receiver of the letter can lose something more important than his life if he accepts the offer recklessly. Ronan was shocked to hear this. He decided to share the truth with Opilia. He told the girl that he found the letter in Instructor Jaredon's lab. Opilia was shocked to hear this. She could not believe that Ronan actually found the letter in Jaredon's lab. She asked our boy if he is referring to Jaredon's Stonesong, the instructor who is the former tower mage of the Full Moon Magic Tower. Our boy was surprised to hear that Jaredon was a tower mage. He asked Opilia if Instructor Jaredon is someone amazing. The vampire revealed to Ronan that Jaredon's magic is highly regarded and respected even among vampires. In the entire continent, there are only a handful of people who are on Jaredon's level. Ronan became relieved when he heard this. He told Opilia that they no longer need to worry since Jaredon could easily wipe out the organization and take the item. Opilia told Ronan that Jaredon can easily wipe out the organization with a few flicks from his fingers, but it will be a different story if he wants the fresh blood essence. According to Opilia, the fresh blood essence is formed from the congregation of mana that is unique to vampires who have practiced blood magic for a long period of time. It is a unique item that has absorbed an immense amount of blood energy. It has excellent effect depending on how it is used. Opilia explained to Ronan that the owner of the essence needs to unseal its power themselves through blood magic. Otherwise, the essence is simply a red stone. It is therefore impossible to obtain the essence without the cooperation of the vampires. Ronan was surprised to hear this. He realized that Jaredon would have no choice but to accept the vampire's offer. Due to the fact that the organization approached Instructor Jaredon among the numerous instructors, Opilia was able to guess their request. She shared the details with Ronan. The scene shifts and we are taken to the base of the Blood's Hook. We see some vampires standing outside waiting for someone. After waiting for a while, the vampires saw the new exclusive candidate which their master spoke about. This candidate is Jaredon Stonesong. A vampire with white hair asked his colleague if Jaredon is actually amazing. He told him that he cannot feel any special energy from Jaredon. The colleague told him to not let his guard down. He explained to the man that Jaredon was able to compete with Nabiros, who was the former sword saint in his prime. Jaredon walked up to the vampires. He asked them to tell him where their master is. The man who appears to be the leader told Jaredon that their master is inside. He asked the instructor to take off his hood. He explained to Jaredon that they must confirm his identity before taking him in. The instructor glared at the man. He told the men that they behave like cowards even though their organization is called Blood's Hook. The moment he said this, Jaredon took off his hood. After seeing Jaredon's face, the leader of the group thanked him for cooperating. The leader asked the instructor to follow him. The moment he said this, he noticed something odd. The leader saw a sword on Jaredon's waist. The man was certain that Jaredon is a mage. He did not understand why a mage had a sword on him. What was more odd was that the sword belongs to Ronan. Upon seeing that the man had seen the sword, the instructor placed his hand on the sword and closed the gap between himself and the man. He told the man that he has seen it already. The man did not understand what Jaredon was saying. He asked Jaredon if something is wrong. Before the man could take a step, Jaredon cut off his head with the sword. He used the sword to tear the other vampires apart. With a smile on his face, the instructor asked the vampires to enjoy their journey to the afterlife. Immediately he said this. We see that Ronan is the one who is actually talking and he has disguised himself as Instructor Jaredon. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want part 36 of this recap, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.